This week, Education Secretary Michael Gove said he wanted to see state schools more like public schools. Both Ed Miliband and David Cameron were focusing their attention on party management, and Speaker's wife Sally Bercow was back in the headlines, and not in a good way. Gove's plans to make state schools as good as private schools include 10-hour working days, exams at 13, and even more discipline. He loves a fight, and he immediately got one from teachers who said he was trying to take the education system back to the 1950s. He was involved in another playground scrap when he was accused of trying to parachute his own Tory stooge into the top job at Ofsted after sacking Labour peer Sally Morgan. While Ed Miliband's plans for radical reform of his party machine won the support of his ruling executive, David Cameron found that his grassroots party were in rebellious mood. Miliband wants to weaken the historic link between Labour and the trade unions, and he got his reforms through his party's ruling executive. But the big test comes on 1st of March when he has a special party conference to back the plan. Cameron, on the other hand, discovered just how little influence he has over his party members when two sitting MPs, Tim Yeo and Anne McIntosh, were deselected as election candidates, allegedly for not working hard enough. Sally Bercow has always attracted more than her share of headlines. This week she was splashed all over the front of the Sun. She was caught in a dark wig, locked in a passionate kiss with a fellow reveller outside a London club. She immediately condemned gutter journalism, insisted it was all innocent and had been taken out of context, although we're still not quite sure what the context actually was. Maybe that's why her husband, Speaker John Bercow, lost his temper during a particularly rowdy session in the Commons and told Michael Gove, who else, to write out 1,000 times, "I must behave myself."
Order! Mr. Gove! Order! Order! You really are a very overexcitable individual. You need to write out 1,000 times, "I will behave myself" at Prime Minister's questions.
And that's it for this week. To keep up with all the political news, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk.